Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the Lions, and it comes your way next.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest. You'll take the week off. Get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The former second-round pick back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo trotting into place, looking to guide this San Francisco 49er offense.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the one touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, now he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he powers his way up past the 30.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that is incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend on the punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
To throw again on second down, Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Second and 11. Now Brady. And he will find his man on the outside. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. From the gun, it's Brady. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Brady going to throw.
They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, 33 yards. And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have the 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And this is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brady now to throw. And that is incomplete.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Brown, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
Well, I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And his throw here is incomplete. 3.5 to go, first quarter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Adams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That catch good for only a couple. From just shy of midfield, Brady Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try it now with Swift. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Shotgun now for Brady. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the 35 on second down. Brady, the left side throw complete to Adams.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think. What do you mean by that, bro? Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Now Brady. This will be caught inside the 10. And in for the Lions touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
That score is not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Point after here coming up. And it's 21-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Montgomery on the counter. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if you bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Looking deep downfield.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend now
as he's on to punt for San Francisco.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now Brady again. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw is Garoppolo. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Garoppolo looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the sign judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st down, Brady. And it's complete to Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Brady's throw there complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass in this 1st half. And the Lions are able to add on to their 1st half lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Garoppolo now, first down throw.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. Working with a 2nd and 3.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo.
And this one too low.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Deron Payne coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. Wouldn't you love to be in the truck right now and hear him calling for it? Give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And a facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Brady to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On 2nd down, Swift.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Brady's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 5-yard line.
Brady. Touchdown! The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Selma, man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before.
They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
From the 27, Garoppolo. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
On play action, now Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Now the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Caught by Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Here's Garoppolo to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a play fake. Brady. And he'll find Moreau here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on second down. Brady. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Ross Blacklock breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Throwing now is Brady. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him bumped down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
The kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Swift. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Brady now to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And in for the Lions touchdown. Devontae Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Montgomery. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Garoppolo on 3rd down. Able to shake him off.
And this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, when you got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. He hits Adams, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Now Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
2nd and 11 now.
Throwing now is Garoppolo.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
To throw is Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
And it would appear that that 1st-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
To throw is Brady.
And able to complete it to Moreau. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well
partner. Nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll throw with Brady. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Foster Moreau, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions are moving closer to a date now, the NFC Championship game, as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one swung out to Montgomery. That catch good for only a couple. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly the first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Here's Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. On second down, Mostert. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. From the gun, it's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.